Disneyland Abu Dhabi also has announced by Disney at D23. And we also have very exciting news and I also get opinions of how am I supposed to think twice about the Disneyland Abu Dhabi. But one thing that is something special is the ride. So I'm also getting a lot. There are also a lot of expectations of what they will look like if they appear in Abu Dhabi. So let's get started with the count of the ride predictions for Abu Dhabi. Let's start off with the good old classics for it. Let's start off with, something like Small World, for example. Well, my idea for Small World that it would likely be the exact copy of the one in California, but without the overlay. Like, yeah, I do see videos of that I do see it does have a holiday overlay. Though Disney World also never got one, which is basically a sad thing, so I may probably do another video about that very soon. And there's an overlay. They also do have that in Tokyo, and heck, even Paris and Hong Kong also got one. So I think for Abu Dhabi will become its secondary version of the Small World that without the overlay. Even though it's the exact copy, it's gonna be like the exact copy of the one in California. So I'll perhaps love the idea of an Abu Dhabi version. And my next thing I will move on is one of my personal favorite attractions is the Haunted Mansion. Well, my idea for the Abu Dhabi one would be some sort of like a ghost ship mansion. Something like you see in Flapjack or Candle Cove. So an idea of a scary ship would be something I would like to see. Like, I will generally love to see this idea come to life in the future. If Disneyland Abu Dhabi did open, then we will rather the other options that we have that it would be in a ship, and the name for it I come up with would be the Haunted Ark, like referencing Noah's Ark, except it's Disney's twist. It's like this time with a Disney version, a more creepy version. So I would personally love that idea, because the first option that the ride through would basically be the same as the classic, except you're on the ship. And the loading area where you actually could see like a lighthouse. And they also have other opportunities like Orlando's. It should definitely have it will have 3 new scenes that we didn't have on the previous ones. Ideas such as the cannery, the animal shelter, and maybe the captain's office. I would love to see these 3 new scenes coming to Abu Dhabi's version. And that's my predictions as what that we'll get maybe new scenes. They probably will get the cannery, which basically replaces the staircase scene from the Orlando one, and the animal shelter replacing the eyes room from the dark eyes room, the dark room with all the eyes, which definitely will work. And another one which wasn't found in any previous one is the captain's office, which basically is kind of similar to the music room, except it's the captain's control room. And you see this feather pen writing itself, it's basically would make it look like it's the ghost writing. I would personally love that idea as well. So the next attraction that would be a version for Abu Dhabi will be Pirates of the Caribbean. It's my prediction of the Pirates of the Caribbean that it would just be the clone, would be exact copy of Disney World's version, but with 3D projection screens. I would personally love that idea. They should really be Disney World's version, but with actual screens where you can go through all the scenes. similar to what you see in like on Hong Kong. So it's like Disney World and Hong Kong's version all combined all together. I would love that idea. The next ride prediction for Abu Dhabi would be Indiana Jones. So this is not my personal favorite, it's the least favorite one. So the idea for Indiana Jones could be how the exterior of the temple would be based off the desert temple in Minecraft. And they should really reuse that, and then reuse that as the outside exterior for their Indiana Jones. And the idea for the antagonist of the attraction, the goddess of the attraction, would be just that someone else with a creepy face, or it could be just like the whole iris, be like the iris, which is just only like one eye, which is basically would be kind of like what they did in Anaheim's version. Like they should recycle the idea for the Anaheim one, and then reimagine with a different twist. I would personally love that idea. The next prediction I will get would be Splash Mountains. For Abu Dhabi's version could have a different theme. Well, for Abu Dhabi's version, I think their version of Splash Mountain would have like a Black Cauldron theme, which I would definitely love to see a Black Cauldron ride happen. And the system would be similar to Splash Mountains, except with a more demonic theme. Like cancel culture over and like my project being on Perez Land, which the project I've been working on. So a more demonic Splash Mountain is something I would love to see, because I kind of love I would love to see the concept of a Black Cauldron Splash Mountain for Abu Dhabi, because I think it would be awesome if they did have one, and it would be successful. The next ride prediction for Abu Dhabi is Buzz Lightyear, and pretty much for that reason, I kind of love I love this attraction, especially the part where you have to shoot the enemies. And my prediction for Abu Dhabi's version that it's not gonna have a Toy Story themed one like ours did. So my prediction for Abu Dhabi version would perhaps may not be linked to anything to Toy Story or anything, because there's no Toy Story Land in Abu Dhabi. They don't really have Pixar stuff in Abu Dhabi. That would be better for Abu Dhabi if it should have a Lilo and Stitch theme. Buzz Lightyear one, which probably would work. Well, a Lilo and Stitch one a Stitch themed one would work. Could potentially may work, because I would love to see like shooting all the experiments and going inside go inside the spaceship. You can go inside the spaceship and shoot all by shooting like the experiments. Instead of Zurg, we get Leroyd, and then we'll have Leroyd instead of like Zurg, which acts as Zurg for Abu Dhabi's version, which I would love to see the idea of that, because it would be massive to see. I would love to see this, to see a Stitch attraction, because it would be so. And I find out that they used to have a Stitch attraction over at Disney World, and Disney World used to have which used to be like a show. So if Abu Dhabi did open theirs, and I guess they should really just go ahead and bring this same attraction to Disney World. And then I think they should really plan it to bring that to the Magic Kingdom. I would basically love that one. I would basically go ahead and, because I'm from the East Coast, so if they open one for Magic Kingdom, and I would definitely love to go on that one. The next ride prediction that we'll have it for Disneyland Abu Dhabi would be Space Mountain. So Space Mountain would be the exterior of Space Mountain would be like this giant dome. Could be like a giant glass dome, something like you see in like Sandy's house, to have so the exterior of their Space Mountain would be more like Sandy's house, except with a space inside of it. but have like the space inside of it. And the exit area would, my idea for when you exit out of the attraction would have like dioramas where you see like robots working on their jobs. You know, similar to what they did in like Disney World and here in Orlando, and here in Florida. I would personally love to see that idea too. It would be so perfect that they do this in it would be so perfect for Abu Dhabi. The next ride prediction for Abu Dhabi would be the Tower of Terror. So the Tower of Terror would be, and it would be in the main park as well. My idea for prediction would be that the exterior would be a pyramid. Now this time for the Tower of Terror could have been a cursed pyramid, and it would the idea for the attraction, it would be like a Gravity Falls themed attraction, or maybe it would have been an original theme, or maybe instead it could have like a more original theme which ties in like the history part, and or maybe the theme would be more original for it. I think it could be more original because it kind of fits it, because it's like something that Disney had never done before. Like they never done a cursed pyramid either. So I think it'd be kind of cool if they did a pyramid. Now let's move on to other ride predictions, and the first two memorable moments. So another one is actually it would be the prediction of their Jungle Cruise. Well, their Jungle Cruise would be the same. It could be like a desert themed one for the Jungle Cruise. So I would expect to see that in the future when it did open. Then I guess I would be proud about it of having another Jungle Cruise for Abu Dhabi. And another one for my personal mind, what comes to mind would also be they should have a Aladdin themed attraction, and it would be like a roller coaster. I would personally love that, and it would have like a Tangled attraction, and maybe a Frozen attraction would work. May work. So there'll probably be no Finding Nemo either, because I think it would just be a park that has no Finding Nemo stuff in it. And the other one I would love to personally see would be that there would be more original attractions come, and the other one would be that if we have Space Mountain and Splash Mountain, would it be kind of cool if we have Fire Mountain? Like, I would definitely have that too. I would definitely may love a Fire Mountain. I would definitely love to have that too. There's also Ice Mountain. Like, they already did, like, that idea they already done that idea already. So a Fire Mountain would definitely work. It was something like Lava Land and Perez Land. Like, they already did that. Or maybe the Journey to the Center of the Earth over Tokyo Disneyland. They already did that. I think Fire Mountain is like something they already did. So making an original one would work too. And now we're moving on to other ones like the IPs that Disney owns, like The Simpsons or Ice Age or Fox. Like, I see that Disney had owned The Simpsons, so it'd be kind of perfect for Disneyland Abu Dhabi to have a Simpsons themed area. Like, I would love to have it. They should really have this as an alternative to like their version of Toontown. And for the idea for then Roger Rabbit will be themed all over, with Homer stuff will be themed, could be rethemed with Bart in it. We'll have like a Bart themed one, like, and it may have like the clone of the Simpsons right over in Universal, and it could have, and maybe I would personally love would be a power plant drop tower, which I would definitely could see that. I would love to see that idea. And maybe we'll likely see an Ice Age ride for Disneyland Abu Dhabi. Like, it would fit, and maybe they do like an Ice Age land, it would be kind of perfect, because I'm not even an Ice Age fan. I do basically see how that could actually work for Disneyland Abu Dhabi. So here you have it, the predictions for Disneyland Abu Dhabi for the rides. So which Disneyland Abu Dhabi attraction would you love to see when it's your if it's your fan favorite attraction? So which is one of your favorite attractions that would happen in Disneyland Abu Dhabi? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell when we upload new videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.